Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
How's everybody doing?
Great.
Good. Apparently traffic is really bad, so half our team are still trying to get here. But that's okay. We know that they will make it. Service tonight's going to be awesome. I do not know what to expect. Be prepared for anything, everything. I mean, this might be one of those times. Be prepared for Papa to touch everybody. We just don't know. You know, be prepared to be here till 2 in the morning. We just don't know. We don't know. Right. So just be ready. Like we've talked about over the last couple of weeks, have fun, keep that childlike spirit. Don't take this too seriously. But it's going to be good. Saturday, we have our corporate prayer from 10 to 11. Then we have physical training from 12 to 2 and catch and cover training from 2 to about 3:30. I hope you guys can make it. We're not going to do a Zoom, but we are going to see if we can figure out a way to at least get it recorded so that those that absolutely can't make it will still be able to get the information. Cannot guarantee that. I've not had great success in recording physical trainings because it really is that's a production in and of itself. And I'll be glad we get some gatekeepers that are actually media people too, so we can have our own little internal camera crew. That's I guess a little prayer of mine. But it's coming. All things are coming. Does anybody have any questions for me about anything?
Did you check on the mask mandate?
Yeah, we are still under the mask mandate at least through middle of October.
Okay. And that means for us to try and enforce, to ask people to keep their
We
masks on.
we still ask them. If they say no, then we just say God bless you. We keep it moving. We're not forcing anybody. We really can't force anybody. We're not trying to strong arm anybody or shame people into doing it.
Right.
We make the requests, and you know, and a lot of times what you can do is you can just do and not even say anything, just a general reminder, just do that, and you know, they'll either do it or they won't do it. And then, you know, if they don't, then you know, not a whole lot we can do about it. You know.
I find it difficult, especially the people in the front row. They tend to take their mask, like in section A, and so it's hard to go to the front and ask them because of the camera and where Papa is. So I'm thinking for those people, I'm just going to ask them before they go to their seats if they could try to keep their mask on throughout the service.
Yeah. And that's the best we can do. Yeah. That's the absolute best we can do. We're supposed to be doing communion tonight. That's what I forgot to do. I want to use these baskets instead for communion. I think they look nicer and they're lower profile.
Okay.
So we're
for the front.
For the door, and what I want to do is I want to always have 2 of them filled.
Okay.
So that one gets empty, we just swap it out, and then we can refill this one.
Okay.
You know, it just instead of having to come up with the box it's not clean.
Is everything in the sanctuary already checked for shelf life, or do I need to go and check?
You don't have to check it for shelf life because I know everything that we've been using doesn't expire until November.
Okay.
So, and we're about to run out of those, and then we just got a brand new order that will probably carry us into 2022.
I'll just make sure there's no sticky, because sometimes they'll burst and there's sticky stuff. And did we get the offer envelopes?
Yes, they're in there already.
Okay.
And then I also have a spare box in here.
Okay. And do you know if they brought blankets? Because I know last time we didn't have the clean blankets.
No, the blankets they just came late.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
What ends up happening is Lauren usually brings them.
Okay.
And if she doesn't arrive early, we may not have them at the beginning of service.
Okay.
But then she'll come later, and then we'll end up having them. Also, I'm glad you reminded me. The blanket basket, the basket where we keep all of our blankets, I do not want it in front of the stage anymore. I want it in that corner. And it's funny because I keep moving it.
I didn't move it again. After
No, it wasn't right. It wasn't,
someone else moved it.
Somebody else moved
Yeah,
it. Right. So it's one of those things. I want us all get on the same page.
Right.
She said it wasn't me. It wasn't me. But I want us all to be on the same because it doesn't look good on camera.
Right.
And I like. We're going to talk about it more on Saturday. The way we distribute blankets is going to change a little bit to make it more efficient for everybody, cleaner. And we'll talk about that on Saturday.
Okay.
But part of that is the staging of where that is.
And I'm not sure where that little wastebasket went. I know the top is there, but the wastebasket's not there. Because if someone's using a little vomit bag, instead of us running out of the sanctuary to put them in I'm not sure where the trash can went though, do you?
I do not know. We'll figure it out or
Okay.
get another one. But
We could have something inside the sanctuary
Right.
in that area.
Yeah. With that, they don't want the general garbage cans in the sanctuary anymore.
Okay.
So we make sure that those stay out in the west lobby, the big bullet garbage cans.
Not even one?
Not even one.
No, that's covered because then people will be forced to take the
Partly because you have like people that this is an example. They change their baby's diaper and throw it in their garbage can, and then somebody looks in the garbage can and it looks like it's empty, so they just leave it, and then 3 or 4 days of that baby's diaper just sitting in there, and then all of a sudden we have a foul smell in the sanctuary. It just makes more sense that if you're going to throw trash away, just step outside and throw it away. So one of the things we can do as gatekeepers is if somebody has something to throw away, we can do one of two things. We can direct them to where the garbage can is, or we can do what I do oftentimes and just hold my hand out and throw it away for them. Which reminds me of a story. Who wants to hear a story? It's story time. I haven't done one of these in a while. So this was on my last trip home from Maryland, and I was in the airport, and it was really that's okay. I felt a presence of God a little bit differently than I normally do when I'm walking through the airport. So as I'm walking, I see this lady, and she gets up from one of those charging station seats, and she starts walking, and her neck pillow falls, and she doesn't notice it, and she's just walking. So I see it, and I just grab the neck pillow, and I run up, and is this yours? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So that was number one. So then I finally get to my gate, and I sit down, and I have my little breakfast, and what did I get? It doesn't matter. I got something for breakfast. Jamba Juice. That's right. I had bought a Jamba Juice because I packed my breakfast. So I got Jamba Juice, and I got some napkins, and I put the napkins in my pocket. So I'm eating my breakfast, and then sitting right across from me is this lady. She's on the phone, and she has her breakfast too. She buys a bagel, and she opens the bagel up, and it's like covered in butter, like slop with butter. It's like super greasy. So she takes her napkin and she's patting the bagel to get all the butter away. And she's got the phone in one hand and she's trying to do this with the other hand, and then she has this thing. So she sits it on her lap, and then she's eating, and then she goes for the other one, and she realizes that she only brought one napkin, so she didn't have any more napkins. So I'm watching this whole thing. I have my sunglasses on, but I'm watching the whole thing, unbeknownst to her. So I just reach in my pocket and I have a napkin, and I just hand it to her, gatekeeper style, and she looks and, oh, thank you. So she takes my napkin and she sloughs off, and then she finishes. And by that time I'm finishing, and I'm just sitting and I'm watching her, and she's still in her conversation. She's kind of balling everything up, and she has all of her trash, and she's looking around for the trash can, and there's not one in her eyesight. So she's looking around, so I just reached my hand out, gatekeeper style, and she's like, "Are you sure?" And I didn't say anything. I just she put her, she gave me her trash, and I go and I throw it away and I sit down, and she was like, she looks at me and she says, "Are you some kind of an angel?" And I said, what I said was funny. That's actually my name. They call me Angel Michael. And she's like, thank you so much. So basically, we ended up on the same flight. Every time she saw me from that point on, she just thanked me. You know, thank you. Again, thank you. You know, even because she flew into Burbank, and I saw her at the carousel. I just want to thank you again. That was just so sweet. You know, I didn't do anything big, but again, we're gatekeepers wherever we are. We're gatekeepers wherever we go. Once a gatekeeper, always a gatekeeper. Right. And when we treat people like that, it makes a difference. And it starts here. It starts with our own family. And then we carry it out into the community. That's carrying the love of Jesus wherever you